want to welcome all the Mineola volleyball fans to this broadcast here. We're coming live in Gladewater, Texas, in the Gladewater Gymnasium here on the high school campus. The JV team swept the Gladewater Bears JV team in two and made us have to get ready in a hurry. And so sorry about the coming into the game halfway through this first game here, but we got everything set up and ready for this live broadcast now for you guys to enjoy at home. So we're going to continue our Highway 80 battle. Last week on Tuesday, we went to Wills Point down Highway 80 to the west. And now today, we're in an hour east, and we're in Gladewater now for this Highway 80 battle here between the Gladewater Lady Bears and the Mineola Lady Jackets. Gracie Finley using the net there. Ball just slips over the net and down for the Lady Jackets. 17-11 is the score here. Mineola has had the lead most of the game. It's been pretty close back and forth, but Mineola keeping the slim lead as we're in the first game here, so still quite a bit of volleyball left to play. But Mineola having maintained the lead for the most part here in game number one. So Mineola with another point. Good swing there by the outside hitter for the Gladewater Bears, but just out right in front of Coach Stevens there to call that ball out for Mineola. So Macy Fisher continued to serve here for the Lady Jackets. Number 10 for the Lady Bears called in the net. So it'll be 19-11 here in set number one. Little miscommunication there on the part of the Lady Jackets. Allows that ball to fall to the floor. Side out to the Gladewater Lady Bears. Olivia Hughes with a good set there. I believe that was Miley Fisher on the back row behind that 10-foot line with that back row attack. And so that'll give Mineola their 20th point here of the set. Finley with a good strong swing there to keep the ball alive for the Lady Jackets. Good block at the net there by Miley. Gracie with an inside-out swing there. Put some crazy spin on that ball. She was behind the 10-foot line as she made that attack. But the Gladewater Bears defender just unable to get the ball up. So 21-12 here in set number one. Olivia Hughes back serving now for the Lady Jackets. Gladewater continuing to have struggle with that service receive there. Mineola just has a very consistent service game, and it's proven difficult for Wills Point on Tuesday, and now here Gladewater again on Tuesday, having difficulty once again as we speak returning that serve. 23-12, game one. Again, we're live in Gladewater at the Gladewater High School Gymnasium. Hughes just out to the right side of the court there at the last minute. One of the Gladewater defenders jumped out of the way, so it'll be point and service to Gladewater. Gladewater returning the service point. So Mineola will have game point here in game number 1. Shyla Kratzmeyer will be back serving now for the Lady Jackets, having freshly checked in here for Mineola. Kratzmeyer, if you remember, last Tuesday had an outstanding comeback from the service line, brought the Lady Jackets back within. They were down 12 to the Wills Point Lady Tigers, and Kratzmeyer, on her excellent service game, was able to bring Mineola back and win that game. Short serve there from Kratzmeyer results in a free ball for Mineola, but the ball is out, so that'll be game point there for Mineola. So Mineola wins set number 1 here in Gladewater, 25-13. This is about I believe I was talking to the team earlier, the 3rd time that they've played Gladewater so far this season. They've met them in quite a few tournaments, and Mineola has come out the victor in each of those appearances. Gladewater traveled to Quitman last week to play the Quitman Lady Bulldogs and beat Quitman 3-1, which that comes into play as next Tuesday we will be broadcasting live from Quitman, Texas at Ballard Gymnasium as Quitman and Mineola take each other on in district play. So that's always a big rivalry game, always a close game. So definitely want to make sure you tune in or just come out and join us next week in Quitman on Tuesday, as these Mineola Lady Jackets will be playing the Quitman Lady Bulldogs. Let me pull up a schedule here. So Mineola starts the district play on Friday. They'll take on Mount Vernon in Mineola. Hey, that's a big game. Then after that game, you can follow up out at Meredith Memorial Stadium. Mineola will be taking on the Mount Vernon Tigers in football as well. So big games come Friday, September 23rd. Mount Vernon Lady Tigers will come to the Mineola Jackets Nest to play Mineola. Friday afternoon begins at 4:30. That'll be the first district volleyball game of the season, and then it'll follow with at 7:30 kickoff at the Meredith Memorial Stadium. First district game for the Mineola football team as well, and both of these teams need your support in that affair. I mean, this is going to be a good game, volleyball and football together. Mount Vernon's going to be a tough team in both districts, and so this Lady Jacket team and the football team definitely would love your support. We'll be live streaming the football game. It's too difficult for us to get from one gym to a football field to do them both, so we'll miss the volleyball game on Friday, but we will live stream the football game come Friday. So if you're not able to make it for whatever reason, you can join us on Facebook Live or the YouTube channel. Just type in Mineola versus Mount Vernon, and you'll find that game live Friday night. Mineola then travels to Quitman next Tuesday, and that's the game we'll broadcast for you live from Ballard Gymnasium in Quitman, Texas. Next Tuesday, Mineola will play their second district game of the season. So we'll start here in set number 2. Gladewater with the serve. Good set there to the middle, but Mineola is able to recover and return the ball again to the middle there. This time the number 1, middle for Gladewater, just a little too much there for Mineola. Swings around the block and cross court and in for the Gladewater Bears. Score first here in set number 2. This being the last non-district game of the volleyball season, Mineola will begin their district quest for a district championship. And Mineola, after seeing them play the last few weeks, has a definite chance to do just that. Have to dig into the history books to see the last district championship, or if you know the last district championship for a Mineola volleyball team, you may comment on our page on Facebook. But have to dig in the history book. It's been quite a while since we've had a district championship. Coach Tashara Stevens has come to Mineola from Alba Golden, where she had quite a few district championships there with the Panthers, but looking for her first district championship here with this Mineola Lady Jacket team. And she's brought them a long way from kind of lower end in the district to now district contenders. It's going to be a fun season to watch these Lady Jackets continue to improve. So after that Gladewater error there, Mineola tied up 2-all. Shallow Kratzmeyer serving for the Lady Jackets. Gladewater over in 2, gives Mineola a free opportunity here. Sets Miley in the middle. Double block there at the net. Hands were not closed or nor pushed over the net, so ball falls in front of the Gladewater Bear defense. Mineola with a point there. Miley Fisher from the middle position, able to score that point for the Lady Jackets. This time the Gladewater Bears with the point there from the outside, split the Mineola block. Miley just unable to get over there quick enough to close the block there with Jocelyn Whitehead. Give Gladewater that clear line. Mineola unable to dig the ball, so 3-4 is our score here in set 2. Service error there by number 1 for the Bears. Mineola make their rotation. Chloe Garcia now checking in for the Lady Jackets, going straight to the service line. Battle at the net, but won by Gladewater. So Gladewater keeping it close here in set 2. Gladewater number 3 with a jump serve there. Sets Whitehead on the right side. Good powerful swing there from Jocelyn Whitehead. Ball down and point for the Lady Jackets. Jocelyn hits a hard, heavy ball. Goes through most blocks and just so difficult for these defenders to get the ball up. Gladewater continuing to make errors there at the net. Mineola their biggest lead here of set number 2. Scorekeepers here in Gladewater having trouble with the scoreboard, much like they did in Wills Point last week. Must be a Highway 80 thing, giving the points to the wrong team. I believe it's correct on our screen. 7-4 is the score here after that Mineola point. Miley Fisher back serving for the Lady Jackets. Mineola coming to the middle to talk about it as the referees sort out the score. Seven to 4 is the score. Mineola leading. Fisher serving now for Lady Jackets, one of the many seniors here on this Lady Jacket team. The ball looked in. Call from the chair referee is just that. So Whitehead with a kill from the outside position now. 8-4, Mineola leads here in set number 2. Similar to set 1, Gladewater keeping it close through the middle part of the match and then just start to lose their form. And Mineola amounting a lead here in set 2, no different than they did in set number 1. So 9-4, Mineola leads, having won set number 1, 25-13. Gladewater definitely needing to stay in this set in order to keep a opportunity to stay in this match. Whitehead with another powerful hit from the outside. Off the net for the Bears. Point to Mineola, 10-4. Set number 2. Timeout to Gladewater. So after that ball in the net, Gladewater needing to talk about this 6-point lead that Mineola has put together here in set number 2. We started live streaming for Mineola right in the midst of COVID, so we've been live streaming now for nearly 3 years, and it's been great to see these girls grow as they have over those 3 years. One of the big things that Coach Tashara Stevens preaches to this team, and you'll even hear them chant it as they leave the huddle, is a championship mindset. And I think that's really what made the difference in this team is don't go out there just to play, but go out there with the focus of winning matches and setting yourself up for championships. And so Mineola has just made themselves a consistent team. You see very few unforced errors. You see them consistently getting the ball in on the serves, and man, it's just tough to beat a team that stays consistent like that. And so as we continue to watch this team grow, I think we'll see that consistency and that championship mindset make a difference this year as Mineola again vies for a district championship. Fisher sneaks one over the net there, 11-4. Mineola leads, point out of the timeout there. Coach Stevens calling the play there, so telling Miley who to serve to is what she's doing there, hiding it behind the clipboard so Gladewater's not able to see, but telling Miley who it is or where on the court she'd like the serve to go. Whitehead going down the line there from that outside position, scores another point for Mineola. Seems Fisher's favorite target is Jocelyn Whitehead, and I don't know why you would choose any other target. Jocelyn, again, taking good care of the ball. Just hits such a hard, heavy ball, ends points quickly when she's able to line one up just like she did before. Whitehead at the net for a block. Sends the ball back to the Gladewater side and down, 13-4. So out of the timeout, Mineola scores 3 quick points to continue to increase the lead here in set number 2. Number 15, Kyra Jackson with the solo block at the net. Gives Mineola a 10-point lead here in set 2. This is my first time coming to the Gladewater High School. I've actually never been to the Gladewater High School. Have a beautiful football stadium. Looks very much like the Meredith Memorial Stadium, set down in a hill with both bleachers coming out of the opposing hills. A very beautiful stadium. And then a nice gym here too as well. So nice facilities here in Gladewater. Fisher and Hughes just a little bit off balance there. Ball behind Hughes' head. Unable to time that swing. Dumps it in the net. So Gladewater sides out. Gets their 5th point of the match. This time to Hughes behind the 10-foot line. Scores another point for Mineola. Per Sprigner checking in now for the Lady Jackets. Paris wearing the bright yellow defensive specialist jersey for Mineola. Paris had an outstanding game against Wills Point Tuesday night. Paris just a sophomore for this team, along with Hughes, who just swung there. Ooh, number 14 for the Bears. It's a decisive kill there. Give the ball back to Gladewater. Speaking with a good pass there to Hughes. The battle at the net. Olivia Hughes for the Lady Jackets. Gives them a 10-point lead here in set number 2. Kyra and sister Jayla will trade positions here. Chloe Garcia going out as well. Gracie Finley coming in. Macy Fisher now serving for the Lady Jackets. Good dive there from Macy to get that roll shot from Gladewater. Finley swinging into the block. Gladewater keeping it alive. Good dig there by Miley. Smart play there from the middle for Gladewater, noticing that open side to the Mineola defense. Somebody had forgotten to rotate over to cover the tip there, and number 1 sits it right in that front spot and down for Gladewater. A back row set to Miley. Miley goes line. Number 11 for the Bears there to dig that ball for her team. Miley now setting Finley. Good pass there from Macy to sister Miley. Ooh, just off of Jayla's hands. Mineola able to recover and get the ball back across. Paris with a good hustle play there. Jayla battling at the net for Mineola. Tight set. Another hustle play by Paris keeps the ball alive for the Lady Jackets. Oh! Long rally there, won by the Gladewater Bears. Great hustle plays there by the Lady Jackets to stay in that point multiple times. Good pass there from Paris. Finley dumps it in the bottom of the net for the Bears. 9th point here, set number 2. So timeout for the Lady Jackets. Mineola just seeming to have fallen asleep here in this set, having been up by as many as 10 points. Kind of getting lackadaisical here in their passes and swings. So Coach Tashara Stephen wants to call a timeout. Mineola still leading here 10-16, up by 6 in set 2. But set 2 is a very important set after having won set 1 to go to a commanding 2-set lead here. Tashara wanting to continue this lead for the Lady Jackets. Tashar never much to say in the timeouts, really just to refocus her team. All her coaching is done in practice and just uses this time to refocus the girls on what it is they ought to be concentrating on. Allows them to play their game. I think it's a smart move by Coach, so not to muddy their minds with too many technical issues, but just to stay focused on what they've worked on all week. 10-16. Mineola leads here in set 2. Another good swing there by number 1, choosing to go cross court. Scores another point here for Gladewater. Gladewater with quite a bit of height on their front row for this Lady Bear volleyball team. Block at the net there by the Bears. Continue to chip away at this lead here. Now down to 4, 16-12. Mineola leads set number 2. Number 6, outside hitter there for the Bears, just sends it a little deep and out. So 17-12, side out back to Mineola. Number 13 brought her team back within 5. Solo block at the net by Fisher, but the ball just stays on the Mineola side, and Vinley unable to cover that. So a quick side out to Gladewater. Finley with a roll shot over the block. Jayla taking care of the ball there, just tips it over the block and down. So smart move there by Jayla Jackson at the net. Will give Mineola a side out and their 18th point of set number 2. It's plays like that, especially from a young person like Jayla on the team, a sophomore on this Mineola team. In the past, Mineola would just swung as hard as they could into that block and just hoped it went out. But there, Jayla sees the block and just tips it right over the top of it and down for Mineola. So Mineola gets a point instead of just a chance play. So great play there by Jackson at the net. Whitehead tooling the block and out for the Lady Jackets. 19-13. Mineola leads here in set number 2. Whitehead going cross court this time. Just buries the ball in the court. Jocelyn continued to be one of the senior leaders on this team for Mineola. Good to see Jocelyn healthy. She's had some ankle trouble early in the season, but man, heading into district play, she looks great, and it's great for Mineola. Mineola's struggled through the years. Jocelyn struggled through the years to start district play healthy, but having her healthy on the team makes a big difference for this Mineola team. Mineola first one on the court after the Gladewater timeout. Kratzmeyer continuing to serve here for the Lady Jackets. Great pass there from Kratzmeyer. Hughes setting Fisher at the net. Good pass there from Hughes. Another kill there for Jocelyn Whitehead. The Gladewater defense just unable to close the block there. Number 6, number 1 together at the net, but hands just wide apart. So Whitehead goes right between them and hits it off the inside of number 6 block and out. 21-13, Kratzmeyer serving for the Lady Jackets. Kratzmeyer has that float serve that just dives. It's a short serve, gets just past the 10-foot line and just dives into the court. Makes it so difficult for the Gladewater back row to serve receive. Then he allows one to sneak behind them, so side out to the Gladewater Bears. 22-14, set number 2. Mineola having won set 1, 25-13. Number 1, middle blocker for the Gladewater Bears. For their third service error of the game. Coach trying to pull her aside to regroup. Very talented middle blocker, tall. I don't have a roster. I'm not sure what age these girls are, but very talented middle blocker, but just having difficulty with her serve here tonight. So Mineola now leads 23-14. Chloe Garcia serving for Mineola. Great pass there from Garcia. And in for Fisher. So it'll be set point now for the Lady Jackets. as I watch this game tonight, this might be the best passing game that I've seen yet for Mineola. Just passing the ball to their setters. Setters are Olivia Hughes and Molly Fisher. But the passer's objective is to get that ball to her setter and her setter not have to move, but just be able to stand there like a quarterback and send it out to the different hitters. And, man, Mineola has done a great job with that here tonight, just giving those setters a good opportunity to give it to just whoever they want to. Number 6 for Gladewater with a strong hit down the line. Scores the 15th point for Gladewater and holds off this set point for Mineola. Mineola try to win the set here on the serve. Another jump serve here from number 3 for Gladewater. Ball tight to the net. Miley Fisher just choosing to send the ball over in 2. So 25 and set for the Lady Jackets. They'll change sides here to start set number 3. Mineola with a commanding 2-set lead here in Gladewater. We'll get everything reset here for set number 3. Kind of a sparse crowd here for Mineola and Gladewater. Pretty long drive, about a 48 mile, 58-minute drive to get here to Gladewater. Mineola and Gladewater take the court here for set 3. Mineola having won set number 1, 25-13. Set number 2, 25-15. Let's see how they do here in set 3. This is the sort of thing Mineola or Tashara has been looking for in this Mineola team, is that closeout championship mindset. In the last couple years, Mineola take a team like Gladewater, who they've just outperformed on the court, and they would allow this game to stretch to 5 games just by making mental errors, going to sleep on the play, not playing Mineola ball here in these latter sets. And so, as we've seen so far this year, Tashara is really focused on coaching that team up and making them focus on these last few games and closing teams out, and we've seen them do just that this year. So looking for nothing less here in set 3, and as we say that, Miley Fisher at the net with the kill for Mineola. Ooh, short ball right there in front of Macy and Shyla. Falls for the court, so Gladewater tied up here, 1 apiece. Number 14 back serving for the Gladewater Bears. Ace there for Gladewater off that service receive error from Olivia Hughes. Having difficulty seeing this serve from number 14. She's switching it up between just a hard kind of top spin serve to there was just a float serve that just come in front of that 10-foot line and dropped right in front of Shyla. Shyla this time able to get the ball to Fisher. Fisher sets Hughes on the back row, but she dumps it into the net. So 14 here for Gladewater, giving her team a 3-point lead here in set number 3. Fisher smartly going over in 2. Mineola trying to keep this one alive, but ball falls to the court. Gladewater leads here 5-1, set number 3. Another difficult serve there from number 14. Ball just dives right in front of Shyla again to the court. So after that 5th point or 6th point of the set, Coach Tashara Stephen calls a timeout. Number 14 is served earlier in the game. I don't remember her serve being so difficult for this Mineola team to pick up on. Mineola last week against Wills Point had a difficult with that float serve that just kind of hangs up and then just dives to the court. Number 14 figuring that out here in this 3rd set, has rattled off 6 straight points for Gladewater. Mineola looking for a break of serve here. Also just trying to send the ball over the net. Ball goes off the right side of her hand, just falls to the court. So Mineola continuing to struggle here in set 3. So number 14 sends the ball out, side out to Mineola. So great to get her off the service line. Give Mineola a chance to come back here, trailing by 5 here in set 3. Kyra checking in for the Lady Jackets along with Chloe Garcia. Chloe going to the line here to serve for Mineola. Ball's deep there, but Gladewater able to send it up to their setter. Set number 1 on the outside goes through the block of Fisher and Whitehead. So a quick side out to Gladewater. Another tight ball to the net. Molly sends it over in 2. This time Jocelyn with a hard swing over the middle and down for Mineola. Good dig there from Garcia. Mineola's block was a little late there, so she went down the line, but Garcia was there to dig the ball for Mineola. Hughes there at the net with a block, but just goes off her hands and down. Hughes long on that approach. Coach Tashar Stevens yelling ball control to her team. Just needing to take care of the ball better here in set number 3. I bragged a little too much on their consistency and ball control earlier, so ball out for Gladewater, so Mineola still in this game. Down 6 here in set number 3. Paris Spigner back serving for the Lady Jackets. Finley off the top of the block. Defensive specialist for Gladewater able to keep it alive. Great hustle play there. Across the middle to Hughes. This ball's out of bounds and into the stands. So kill there from Hughes from that middle blocker position. Spigner back for a second serve here. Paris is sophomore on this team, and these girls play basketball. Most of these girls play basketball for Mineola as well. Paris is a hustling, scrappy basketball player, and very similar to the way she plays volleyball as well. Just hustles to get to every single ball, puts a handle on every ball, doesn't allow a ball to drop to the court without her being right there. One of those players you really like to have on your team. A good solo block there at the net by Hughes. So Mineola starting to come back here in set number 3. Volleyball and basketball both being known kind of as a tall kid sport, but Paris proving that that is not necessarily the case. I remember many times last year, and I'm sure we'll see it this year, that every tall girl in the court, and here comes Paris down with the rebound. So Paris proving that anyone of any height can play well. It just requires that heart and that hustle, and Paris Spigner definitely has that for Mineola. Ooh. So side out to Gladewater. Number 13 serving for the Bears. Ooh, ball was over, but number 14 unable to capitalize on that for Gladewater. Dumps the ball right into the net. So Mineola within 2 now here in set number 3. Macy Fisher back serving number 22 for the Lady Jackets. Good serve there from Macy. So after that ace, Mineola within 1 here. Ball just in. Miley not sure where she was on the court. Turns around and sees the ball fall right into the line there. So it'll be a side out to Gladewater. 12-10 is the score. Defensive specialist number 2 serving for the Bears. Another attack by the middle there for Gladewater, number 1. Good swing there from Finley. Forces some miscommunication on the part of the Bears. So side out to Mineola. Hughes back to serve now for the Lady Jackets. Oh, into the bottom of the net. Gives Gladewater another point and a side out. Mineola looks like 1, 2, 3 sophomores on the court, 2 juniors and a senior. So Mineola with a good mix. The last few years they've had a good mix of senior leadership that kind of keeps pushing this team along, but then outstanding talent from the younger girls on the team. And Mineola, man, if you guys were here earlier, you could have seen the JV team just dominate this Gladewater Bear JV team, and really they kind of do that every match. I come in kind of halfway through the matches, and so I don't get to see much of them as I'm setting up, but man, the scores are just lopsided every single time. So a lot of talent coming up for this Lady Jacket team as the years go on. Jayla with the kill there from that outside position. Swinging with her left hand. I guess I've never really noticed, but Jayla might be left-handed there, but that inside-out swing kind of confused the block of the Bears, giving Mineola their 12th point here and sending Shyla Kratzmeyer to the line for Mineola. A solo block at the net for Molly Fisher. Molly read that play well, followed that middle blocker to that position and just blocked her back into her face there. Mineola back within 2. Great reactionary play from Shyla. Crucial point of the game here. Mineola really wanting to tie it up here before we get into the 20s. Mineola within 1. Can't think of a better person at the line than Kratzmeyer. This time number 1 seeing that block of the net, just tips it over to Miley, but Mineola there to cover. Keeps the rally alive. They called for double hit there, so it will be a point to Gladewater. So Gladewater continuing to keep this lead here in set number 3, the longest lead Gladewater has had all match long. Battle at the net. Number 1 just able to get that ball onto the Mineola side. So back to a 3-point lead here now for Gladewater. Number 14 back to serve. So service has come all the way around for the Bears. Good pass there from Hughes to Whitehead. Oh, just out on that cross-court hit there from Jocelyn. So everything kind of falling into place here for Gladewater. Mineola needing to really rally here, side out against this number 14 for the Gladewater Bears. They're continuing to give Mineola trouble. First to 20 is Gladewater here, leading by 6 now. You see Paris slide in there in the middle back row position. Paris with that defensive specialist jersey allows her to sub into the back row at any point and as many times as she'd like. So Hughes out now for Mineola. Number 13 for the Bears dumps one in the net, so it'll be a side out to Mineola. 5-point lead here in set number 3. Kyra Jackson and Chloe Garcia checking in for Mineola. Deep serve there from the Jackets. Forces a retreat from the Bears. Good set there at the net in that middle position. So Hughes is the setter in this position, and Miley there in the middle is able to kill that ball right over the net for Mineola. Garcia, another senior on this Lady Jacket team. Number 1 with an unforced error hits it to the bottom of the net. So Mineola clawing their way back here in set number 3, trailing by 3 here. Garcia continuing to serve for the Lady Jackets. Another deep serve sends the Bears back. Able to get a hand on that block, but just no one there to cover. Side out to Gladewater. A little sweat on the floor. Pauses the game here. 21-17, number 1. Middle blocker for Gladewater back to serve. Good pass there from Hughes. Set outside to Whitehead, but just goes a little too steep on the angle there and out. So Jocelyn swinging cross court from the right side. Nobody was home, but just a little too steep on that angle. Sends it out. Number 1 struggling all evening from the service line. Serving here for Gladewater is able to get another one over. Another tight pass to the net. Fisher with nothing to do with it but send it over, but Gladewater was there with the block. So Gladewater with a pretty commanding lead here in set number 3. Needing the set to stay in the match. Mineola hoping for a 3-0 sweep. That ball from Whitehead dives at the line, so Mineola siding out here, still in this set with the opportunity for a 3-0 sweep. Miley Fisher back serving for Mineola, 23-18. Mineola down by 5. Good dig there from Fisher. Hughes unable to get over to the ball. Setter always has second touch. If you notice everyone else standing around, the setter has a second touch on the ball. It's kind of a volleyball tradition, I guess you'd say. It's just the play, how it works, or whatever. Any girl on the court could touch the ball, but everyone knows to allow the setter to have that second ball. And so Olivia had to come all the way across the court to get a hand on that ball, just unable to get it up for the Lady Jackets. So Gladewater with a set point here, first set point of the match. Roll shot there from Hughes. Keeps it alive for Mineola. Jocelyn just keeping it alive for Mineola. They're going to call that in. So Miley just able to get it over. Outside to Whitehead. Another great kill there from Jocelyn. So spoils that game point there for the Gladewater Bears. Paris Spigner now back serving for Mineola. I think this is really cool here in Mineola. All the coaches support one another. You got Coach Alan Wilson, the head girls basketball coach for the Mineola Lady Jackets, watching this game, cheering on his players, looking forward to the future. But he said this summer that he went to a team camp at the University of Texas, and the head women's coach for the University of Texas, Vic Schaefer, calls out Paris Spigner from Mineola, Texas, and talks about her scrappy and unselfish play. You know, if that's not cool, I don't know what is. To be called out by a team like the University of Texas head coach in front of imagine all the schools that were there. You know, again, we have a treat here getting to watch Paris Spigner play and how unselfish and just scrappy she is. She's a ton of fun to watch, and I mean, doing it right here in front of our eyes. 24-20, bringing this team back. Sophomore again on this team, serving to try to keep her team in the game. Gladewater Bear number 4 puts the ball down for Gladewater, so that'll be 25-20. Gladewater will take set number 3. We'll get everything reset here for set number 4. Again, Mineola making it look easy in those first 2 games, but Gladewater will be a playoff team. Gladewater will definitely make the playoffs this year. Again, having taken out the Quitman Bulldogs in 4, so Gladewater did the opposite to Quitman, allowed them to win one of the sets, but was able to take out the Quitman Bulldogs in 4 at Ballard Gymnasium. So Gladewater not a bad team by any stretch. Mineola, again, very familiar with this Gladewater team, having played them in a Tyler tournament and also in the Hawkins tournament that Mineola actually won the entire tournament. So having beat Gladewater twice already, very familiar with this team. But Mineola letting set number 3 slip away. So we'll set up here for set number 4. Tashara has her team on the bench, trying to rally them here in set number 4. Gladewater jumped out to a big lead in set number 3, something that we hadn't seen really in the other 2 sets. Mineola and Gladewater both stayed pretty close till 10, 12 points, but set number 3, Gladewater jumped out to an 8-point lead off the service of number 14. Just has that killer float serve that just dives in front of our back row players and just couldn't nearly get the ball up. And really all game in set number 3 just struggled with the pass. Too many tight balls to the net. Miley just not having an ability to set up that offense. So Mineola has some things to improve on here in set number 4 that they did so well in the first 2 sets. So Tashara going through all those things with her team, trying to fire them up here for a set 4 victory. Gladewater first one to the court. You notice the team out here fanning themselves. I don't know if Gladewater's air conditioner is broke or maybe we got some budget cuts, but it is hot in this gym. No air conditioning, probably a little air conditioning, but very little air conditioning in this gym here this evening. Great block at the net there. Molly Fisher gives Mineola the first point of set number 4. Great pass there from Hughes. Set to the outside to Whitehead, but a great block in the middle is number 1. So number 1, the 2 middle blockers for Gladewater and Mineola trading blocks at the net. Great hustle play there by Kratzmeyer. Keeps the ball alive for Mineola. Ball is down and in for Mineola. So that hustle play there by Kratzmeyer keeps the ball alive for Mineola. Mineola steals a point there from the Bears. Jayla ultimately with the ball down for Mineola. Tight ball to the net, but Fisher able to send the ball over for Mineola. This time outside to Whitehead, down the line, and down for Mineola. So Jocelyn with another kill here for the Lady Jackets. Garcia serving for Mineola. Oh, deep ball just out. Side out to the Bears. Number 11 making her way to the service line for Gladewater. Number 4 having just had the game-winning hit in set number 3. Checks in for Gladewater to the front row. Playing that outside position. Jocelyn again able to power that ball through the block. So number 13 and number 10, I believe, playing middle there. Both there with the block. But Jocelyn able just to power through their hands and down for a Mineola point. Again, Gladewater with quite a bit of height on their team. Not sure the age of each of these girls for this Gladewater team, but definitely you can see the potential as this team continues to play together as the season goes along. (6-2) Mineola leads here in set number 4. Miley Fisher with an ace gives Mineola their 7th point of the set. Another deep serve back to the back line of the court. But the Bears able to rally and score there. Number 4 with another kill for Gladewater. Another difficult serve there for Mineola. 13 with an ace. Brings her team within 3. Hughes passes the ball over for Mineola. Gives a free opportunity there for the Bears. Hughes and Whitehead there with a little confusion at the net. Another tight pass to the net. Number 4, ball goes over and she just kills it back onto the Mineola side. So quickly the Gladewater back in this set number 4. Ooh, Justin is a little deep. So Gladewater able to tie it up here, 7-all. Great play there from number 14. Gives her team the first lead here in set number 4. Number 14 going deep cross court. Kratzmeyer the only one there, unable to get the ball back into the court for Mineola. Another tight pass for Mineola. Sends the ball over and in. Oh, actually they called that one out. So Mineola with a break there, ties it up, and will get a side out. Gladewater quickly sides out again. 9-8 Gladewater here in set 4. Gladewater having taken set number 3. 25-20. DS number 2 for the Gladewater Bears serving. Back row set to Fisher. Number 1 just off her fingertips. Mineola keeping it alive. Oh, ball's out. So Kyra a little strong there on that roll shot. Gives Gladewater a 2-point lead here in set number 4. Good pass there from Spigner. Sets Fisher along the back row. Set tight to the net for number 4, but she's able just to tip the ball over and down. Ooh, and Finley off the top of the net and rolls it over for a Mineola point. Gracie not planning that shot, but will take it, especially trailing here by 2. Macy Fisher serving now for the Lady Jackets. Ball just floats on Macy and out. So another quick side out to Gladewater on that service error. Jump serve there from number 3. Only jump serve Gladewater has on the court. Great dig there from Paris. Oh, just a little too tight to the net. So Gladewater continuing to build on this lead here in set number 4. So replay of serve here. So service ace there from number 3. Miley able to get one down for Mineola. So side out to Mineola, 10-14. Set number 4. Olivia Hughes serving now for the Lady Jackets. Another service error into the bottom of the net. Mineola's lost a bit of their focus here in these last 2 sets with their passes and with their serves. Number 14 serving now for Gladewater. Mineola able to get the ball back to the Gladewater side of the court. Finley a little strong on that swing, so give a 16th point now to Gladewater. Mineola needing a timeout here. Not wanting the lead to get too big as it did in set 3. Tashara seeing this set starting to slip away for the Lady Jackets. Gladewater with their biggest lead of the set, 16-10. Gladewater first out of the timeout. So Jayla, Olivia, and Gracie along the front row for the Lady Jackets. Joined by Macy, Paris, and Miley along the back row. Here's a good pass to Hughes. Back to Finley. Good dig there for number 14 for Gladewater. Paris with a good pass to the net here. Again to Finley, and down for Mineola. So that's the Mineola team we saw in the first 2 sets. So in the timeout, Tashara able to refocus this team. Let's hope it lasts here. Shala now checking in for Mineola. Most consistent server here for the Lady Jackets. Good float serve there for Shyla. And ball is out, so Mineola with another point. 16-12, trailing by 4 here in set number 4. Kretzmeyer able to bring her team back in Will's point last week. Ball is down. See, Shyla she'll change it up a bit. She has a float serve that she sends, slow float serve that floats and then dives at the 10-foot line. That ball was hit a little more, with a little more force and a little more power. Sends it to the back row, and they think it's going out, but ball falls in there. Number 1 splits the block of Mineola. Side out to Gladewater. Again, that block for Mineola, just not able to close. Bring that double block in. You want to be able to close between the 2 players and force that hitter to swing to the cross court. But Mineola unable to close the block, and so it doesn't slow Mineola down. Able to come back here. Jocelyn Whitehead cross court and down for Mineola. 17-14. Garcia serving now for the Lady Jackets. Gladewater starting to make some of those unforced errors that we saw in the first couple of sets. Mineola back now within 2 here in set number 4. Good hard swing there by number 10. Cross court and down. Brings the lead back out to 3 for Gladewater. Number 11 back to serve for the Lady Bears. Hughes from the back row, able to kill that ball for the Lady Jackets. Keep the lead at 2. Side out to Macy Fisher to serve for the Lady Jackets. That back row attack very dangerous for Mineola, especially when Miley's on the front row. They use that a lot. A little miscommunication there from Gladewater brings Mineola within 1. Mineola having trailed as many as 6 earlier in this match. Now only down 1 here in set number 4. Another point to Mineola, number 13, not able to get the ball over the net. So 4 touches there by Gladewater gives Mineola the tie. 18 all here deep in set number 4. Great place to take the lead here for Mineola. Gladewater able to avoid one there as Whitehead just sends it deep for Mineola. 19-18. Gladewater leading here in set number 4. .14 off her back foot, able to get it over for Gladewater. Mineola, good roll shot there from Kyra. Gladewater hits it deep and out, hits the line judge. So 19 all, Mineola serving. Pear Spigner back serving now for the Lady Jackets. Timeout for Gladewater, has some sweat on the court. So 19 all. Gladewater leading most of this set, but Mineola having come back here in the final points of the set. Make it for exciting set number 4. Finley's able to get the tip off of that block. Swings and into the net. Will give Gladewater a lead here in the closing parts of this set. 20-19. Defensive specialist number 2 for Gladewater back serving for the Lady Bears. Hughes off the block, but Gladewater able to get the ball back up. Oh, number 1 swinging from the middle of the court behind the 10-foot line. Finds an empty hole in that Mineola defense to give them a 2-point lead here. We're late in set number 4. First one to 25 wins. Mineola not needing to allow this lead to get much bigger to stay in this set. Paris able to get a hand on it, but in the opposite direction. So Gladewater now with a 3-point lead here in set 4. Tashara calling a timeout. We're being a little too careful. Tashara's calling her hitters to swing. We've kind of been that way these last 2 sets, just trying to do enough to win, but not wanting to risk losing, I guess. We're not swinging as we should, and that's resulting in these balls just floating on us and getting blocked at the net. So Coach Stevens asking her team to play the Mineola volleyball they know they can play, not taking much time again. Mineola going to be the first one out of the timeout. Trailing by 3 here in set number 4, having taken set 1 25-13 and set 2 25-15, making it look easy. And then now struggling here in set 3 and 4 against this Gladewater Bear team. A short serve there by number 2 results in another serve-receive error for the Lady Jackets. So Gladewater just needing 2 points here to secure this 4th set and force us set number 5. Now some miscommunication on the back row between Macy and Paris allows another one to fall. So Gladewater has set point here in set number 4. Mineola fending off one of those set points. So side out to Mineola, 24-20. Set point number 2 here in set number 4. The Gladewater Lady Bears battling back here in this match. Has a chance here to tie it up at 2 sets apiece and force a set number 5. Number 1 forces the ball through the Mineola block and down. So set 4 victory there for Gladewater. Will force a set 5 here. So first one now to 15. Captain's at the net to call the coin toss. Again, Mineola having made the first 2 sets look easy, and now struggled here in sets number 3 and 4 to close out this Gladewater team. Gladewater having won both sets 3 and 4, 25-20. So Mineola wins the toss, chooses to stay on the current side that they're on, and it looks like Mineola will serve first in set number 5. So as most sets are to 25, set number 5 only goes to 15, so it's just an abbreviated set. So typically in a set you have some time in the beginning and even the middle of the set to have some struggles here and there, and then you got time to come back. But in set number 5 going to 15, you got to be on your game as soon as you come out with that first serve. And any team who takes an early lead typically wins set number 5. Mineola, having lost the last 2 sets, has a little bit of momentum to overcome. We are home here it is a home game here for the Gladewater Bears. Not much of a home field advantage other than a familiar court. Not much of a crowd here tonight for Mineola or for Gladewater. Very different from the atmosphere last Tuesday in Wills Point. Both sides pretty packed for that game. Both places about the same distance away, and both on a Tuesday. Just, again, there's a little bit more of a rivalry in the air against Wills Point last week, and a little more focus from this Mineola team to beat that Wills Point Tiger team. So just a different atmosphere here tonight as Mineola takes on the Gladewater Lady Bears here in Gladewater, Texas. So Mineola will come out serving first here in set number 5. Shyla Kratzmeyer serving for the Lady Jackets. Fisher with the first points for Mineola. Great set there by Hughes to senior Miley Fisher, who's able to get the ball around that block and down. Mineola leads 1-0 here in set number 5. Fisher there with the block, but his hands tilted too far to the inside of the Mineola court. Ball goes off of Fisher's hands and down. So Gladewater will tie it up here, and number 14 goes back to serve now for the Lady Bears. Another bad pass there from Mineola. The ball goes over and just gives Gladewater this free opportunity, and they take advantage of it. Kill to number 1 for Gladewater. Mineola squandering scoring opportunities by passing the ball either too tight to the net and their setters can't do anything with it, or passing over and one. This time ball just dives to the court. Again, Mineola struggling to see number 14 serve. Ever since set number 3, Mineola just unable to get the serve up from number 14. Number 14 having given Gladewater a huge lead in set number 3 that Mineola was just never able to overcome. And then ultimately in set number 4, midway through the match, number 14 does it again for her team. So here, bringing Gladewater out to a quick 3-point lead, 4-1 here in set 5. Coach Deshard Stevens calls a timeout to rally her team, trying to bring some focus and energy back to this Mineola Lady Jacket team. Mineola with a scrappy play there, keeping the ball alive. 4-2, side out to Mineola. Chloe Garcia back serving for the Lady Jackets. Fisher there at the net for Mineola. So a bad pass there on the part of the Bears sends a free one over to Miley Fisher, who takes care of the ball at the net. Mineola returning that favor. Hughes another overpass there by Mineola. Gives an easy scoring opportunity there for number 13. So Gladewater continuing to lead here by 2. Number 1 serving now for the Bears. Number 1 having struggled all game long with her service. Sends the ball into the chair referee's platform and out for Gladewater. So Mineola 5-4, trailing by 1 here in set number 5. Another error there by the Bears ties it up here. So Mineola able to overcome that 3-point deficit early in set 5. Miley Fisher serving for the Lady Jackets. Off the fingertips of number 13. Off the block, Fisher covers there for Mineola. Whitehead swinging on 2. Another one off the top of the block. Gives Whitehead another opportunity. Good hard swing over the middle. Free opportunity here for Mineola. This time Hughes from that middle position. Good rally here between both teams. And out there by number 13 gives Mineola their first lead after that first point of the match. Mineola having given the lead back to Gladewater now leads again here 6-5. Chair referee listens to the line judge. Typically I give equal credence to our line judges, but here tonight it's actually the JV players having to call lines for their teams, and it was the Gladewater line judge with that touch call. I definitely didn't see a touch on that. We give Gladewater the point and the side out, so crucial point here in set number 5. So Gladewater, after that questionable call, now finds themselves with a 2-point lead. Number 11 back serving now for Gladewater. Mineola having to regroup after that, so you saw kind of some wind come out of the sails of Mineola, having to give up the lead and a side out on that call. Mineola having to regroup here, trailing by 2 now. A battle at the net. Whitehead's able to get the ball down for Mineola. So Mineola continuing to stay in this set. Paris Sprigner back serving now for the Lady Jackets. Mineola down by 1 here in set number 5. Number 4 with a kill for Gladewater. Keeps the lead at 2. Kyra checking out of the game. Macy Fisher in the back row now for Mineola. With a pass there to sister Miley. Sets Hughes over the middle, off the top of the Gladewater block. And number 14 through the block of Mineola. Again, Mineola having difficulty tonight closing the block. So there's a big hole between Hughes and Fisher. Gives Gladewater a lane to shoot through. So Gladewater with a 3-point lead here in set number 5. Gladewater with a good hustle play there, keeping the ball alive. Set over the middle to Hughes. out is number 14. So Mineola will get a side out. Still within 2 here. First one of 15 wins set number 5 and the match. Kyra checking in for Garcia. Hughes just trying to take care of the ball. Doesn't swing and just taps it into the net. So 10-7. Gladewater leads here in set number 5. Gladewater continuing to swing here. And that seems to be the difference in this set. Mineola has just started to play too careful in these last few sets. And Gladewater continues. There, great swing there from Finley. Able to, with a roll shot, stick the ball in that back right-left corner. Gladewater unable to get to the ball. 10-8 now. Mineola still within 2. Olivia Hughes serving for the Lady Jackets. Good dig there from Paris. Oh, some miscommunication there from Mineola. Who is going to take that last ball? Gives Gladewater a 3-point lead here. Number 3 back to serve here for the Lady Bears. Hughes with a good, powerful swing through the block and down for Mineola. So a quick side out to Mineola. Number 1, middle blocker for the Gladewater Lady Bears, coming up with an ankle injury there on that block. It'll be a big loss. Be a big loss for this Gladewater team. So number 1, middle blocker for the Lady Bears, having to be helped to the bench by her teammates. Again, that'll be a big loss here for the Lady Bears. So being replaced by number 8. Number 8's first opportunity in the game here this evening. So going to have to come in kind of cold off the bench. Charlotte Kratzmeyer serving now for Mineola. Another one tied at the net. Molly Fisher with a huge block there for Mineola. So after that Gladewater injury, Molly Fisher from that middle blocker position there, able to score a point for Mineola. Another good serve there by Kratzmeyer. Whitehead down the line and just out for Mineola. So call was out. Ball was real close to being on the line. So we'll give a 12-10 lead now for Gladewater. And number 14 back to the line to serve for Gladewater. So number 14 having given fits to the Mineola Yellow Jackets all game long. Dumps one in the bottom of the net. So the nerves got to number 14. She's great setter here for this Gladewater team, and she has been killing Mineola on the serves ever since that third set, but dumps one in the bottom of the net, so it'll be side out to Mineola, down by 1. Great opportunity here for the Lady Jackets. Garcia serving now for Mineola. Another point for Mineola. Timeout to Gladewater. Mineola ties it up here, 12-all. We're in set number 5. Mineola convincingly taking sets 1 and 2, 25-13, 25-15, but having struggled with service return, and just, again, we're playing a little just too careful in these last 2 sets. Lose 25-20 and 25-20 in sets 3 and 4 to force this decisive game 5. First one to 15 wins. We're tied at 12-all. Chloe Garcia back serving for Mineola. Good serve there from Garcia. Good overpass there by Gladewater. Number 13 sends it over the net for Molly Fisher to kill it for the Lady Jackets. So 13-12. Mineola now with the lead here in set number 5. Ball tipped at the net. Mineola trying to keep it alive. Free ball here from Mineola. Looks like Hughes there with the dig for the Lady Jackets. Oh, it's a miss hit there off the end of the fist of Garcia. Be a side out to Gladewater, tied 13-all. So number 2 defensive specialist now for the Lady Bears back to serve. Oh, good pass there from Kratzmeyer and great set from Fisher, but Whitehead dumps it in the bottom of the net. So that will be match point now for the Bears. Coach Tashara Stevens calling a timeout. Jocelyn with an uncharacteristic error there on that swing. So Gladewater first out of the timeout. Mineola still discussing. Tashara at the score table, possibly discussing her rotation. Match point here for the Bears. Actually might have found something a little deeper than just a rotation. Down referee coming across to discuss something with the chair referee. Now the chair referee making her way to the scorer's table, so something, again, must be off here. Sitting at match point for Gladewater, so big scoring opportunity. Big opportunity here in the match for both teams. Mineola having just tied the game up and was leading by 1. Looks like they got everything straightened out here. In volleyball, they don't really tell you what they were working on or what the call is, so we kind of left here in the dark. So 14-13, Gladewater with the match point. Jocelyn choosing just to push the ball over for Mineola. Gladewater continuing to swing, and that seems to be the difference in the match in that final match point. Gladewater continuing to swing. Mineola just playing a little too careful in the end of that match. Loses here in 5 sets to Gladewater. So that will be a 5-set victory now for the Gladewater Bears. Mineola again pretty decisively taking the first 2 sets, but just struggling starting in set number 3. So about the 3rd time these two have taken on each other, and first time here for Gladewater to come out victorious. But Mineola still with a lot of work to do as far as just closing a game out, closing a match out. And so I'm sure Tashara will talk all week with her team as Mineola does start district play this week. So again, if you missed it earlier, Mineola will take on Mount Vernon at home Friday evening. Games start at 4:30 at the Jackets Nest in Mineola, followed by the Mineola football game. Mount Vernon will take on Mineola in football as well. First district game of the season for the football team. And then next Tuesday, we will travel to Quitman, Texas, as the Mineola Lady Jackets take on the Quitman Lady Bulldogs. So we'll bring you live the Mineola football game against Mount Vernon this Friday. Kickoff will be at 7:30, and we'll bring you live next Tuesday the volleyball matchup between the Mineola Lady Jackets and the Quitman Lady Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us here tonight. This is Chad Parrish with Creative Edge Media. We'll catch you on Friday night for some football action. Thanks for joining us.